We have to tell you that this district has got peculiar problems because of the AIDS disease, which attacked this district way back in 1982. And since then, a lot of people have been killed, especially younger people between the ages of 15 and 35. And these, of course, are the parents. Many of these people have died and have left behind a large number of children. The population of this district is about 400,000, according to the last census. And it's regrettable to note that 45,000 of these are orphaned children. Many of these are younger people, aiding families. Sometimes you come across a child of 10 years aiding a family with siblings, some of them as young as 2 years old. These children have got a lot of problems. Many of them don't have enough food to eat. Many of them cannot go to school. They can't meet their health requirements. And unfortunately, very many of them drop out of school. Some of them are very bright. If they access to school, many of them will be self-sustaining. But you see, you find young girls, look at these ones. These are younger people, but they work in a bar here, selling beer, selling their bodies as well, just to earn a living. And if I were to tell you how much they earn, 20,000 shillings, which, how much is that? About $6.
Yes.
About $6 a month.
A month?
Yes. Hardly enough to do anything.
We also don't.
I was just talking to Brian there, and I asked him how people felt whenever they saw graves in their village, or they have in their back garden, 26 graves of their family members. And what he said to me was that in this culture and in this country, death just happens, and people get used to it. People know that people die. It's something that you know is going to happen, and you just move on. It just struck me because that's so different to how we see death. We're affected because loads of people are just dying here, and yet to people here, that's just a way of life.
We went out of our hotel and we were walking to the taxi park, and around the first corner, like first 10 steps inside Kampala, and we saw this wee girl. She was 2, completely on her own, begging for money. And all 5 of us kept walking. We made that decision in our head to not to stop, to keep walking. I don't know why.
What can we do? But at the same time, we have such an urge and a desire to do something. There's so much here that's already been done, but there's so much more potential to do stuff. And I just hope that we can.
Foundation is a very good idea, and I think I'm looking forward to make sure that it starts and it works. And I personally, I think I will do everything possible to the best of my knowledge and effort to make sure that the foundation works, because in fact if it works, it will help a lot of children. So many children have been coming to school without problems. They cannot afford to pay school fees. They cannot afford to buy school requirements like the books. Find that some children come to school without an exercise book right in. Others have never been accessed to a textbook. A child grows up to primary 7 when the teacher is the only one with the book. then the children have nothing to read. Others come without uniforms. Others are going without lunch because they cannot manage to pay the little money we ask for lunch. So I think the foundation will be very helpful to both communities of Castle and Kamuganje.